Good afternoon. Welcome to the August 11 meeting of the City County Planning Board. Would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Thank you. It does not appear we will have any public hearings, so I'm going to dispense of the rules and move right into the agenda. First item of business is approval of the minutes of July 14 and 25 meetings. Are there any additions, corrections?
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Mulligan, second Mr. Lamb. Any discussion? Those in favor? Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you. Okay, Aaron.
All right, first item is B1, zoning docket W3303, and this is a request to rezone about 8 acres on the south side of Business 40, west side of Peters Creek, from RM18 and RSQ to general business special use zoning. As you see in your packet, we received a continuance request for this. It came in by the automatic deadline, so it's been automatically continued to the September meeting. Since your book was published, the applicant has obtained, there's a small lot there on the west side of 4th Street, if you can see the mouse, that one little piece of green in there. They've worked with that property owner to obtain that property, so they have asked for an additional continuance to the October 13th meeting. They got that into us obviously well before the deadline for that meeting, so this request will come back to you with that piece of property included, and it will come back for discussion at your October 13th meeting.
Good deal.
Next item is C1. This is subdivision 2016-045, and this is about 38 acres on the south side of North Main Street. It's east of Kernersville, and then you can see the Guilford County line just to the east of this site. It's currently zoned RS20, and this is for a 35-lot single-family subdivision. It's not a PRD, it's just a conventional subdivision. So this is the site plan that was submitted with this request. It's obviously oriented differently. North Main Street is to the left in this picture, and Kernersville will be to the bottom of this image. You can see there the road network coming in off North Main Street, and again, all lots being 20,000 square feet in size. Staff has reviewed this, and it meets UDO requirements, and staff recommends approval of this subdivision.
Before I make a motion, one quick question.
Sure.
The stubs, there's one to the east. Is that what there is right there?
There's no stub to the east.
Okay, there is no stub at all in this.
No, there's actually some creeks further out of this picture that you can't see.
Okay.
You can see it actually where the RS20 is on this image. There's a creek you can see there, and that's why we did not ask them to stub.
Okay. Everything's topo constrained.
Pretty much. You can see the creeks that basically surround this on all the sides and make it hard to stub out.
I move approval.
Second.
Motion, Mr. Lamb, second Mr. Mulligan. Any further discussion?
Yeah, I had a question too. About the common drain field for the sewer system. Is that something that we have seen much of here in Forsyth County, or is that?
It's probably been a while. Obviously, we haven't seen many subdivisions since the recession. It's been a while, but yes, we have seen them in Forsyth County. The health department, if you look through the comments, they did have some questions about that. So that's why you'll see the condition there prior to grading permits. They go to the health department and submit that plan showing where those drain fields are going to be, so the health department can work that out with them before we issue grading permits.
So if an individual has a problem with their septic, how does that affect it when it's a common field?
Each person would have a field within that. There's an area designated on the site plan, so each person would have a field, something that corresponds. Lot 45 might have drain field A or B that corresponds to it.
All right, I just didn't understand how that
Sure.
worked.
Any other comments? We have a motion for approval. All in favor? Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you.
Okay, the next item is C2. This is case 94040. This is a 6-lot, single-family subdivision request in RS20 zoning. This is a portion of the Ridgehaven subdivision. This is west of Hampton Road, south of Idles Road, out towards Clemens. You can see the subject property there in yellow. It's a little under 25 acres, and it's really the back portion of the Ridgehaven subdivision that you can see that is already built there to the east. This essentially would finish out the subdivision. Really, all they're asking to do, as you can see there on the northernmost road, they're coming in with a permanent turnaround for that road to finish it off, and there will be one lot located there. There will be one lot in the middle there that's accessed off of an existing road, and then the southernmost, I think that's Hampton Knoll Road, they would come in, put a permanent cul-de-sac on the end of that, and have 4 lots, large lots off of that. All of these lots are over 3 acres in size. These are more of estate lots. Again, this is another situation where, given the topography that surrounds this site, it was difficult to continue those roads any further than they are. That's why you're seeing the limited number of lots in the cul-de-sac and permanent turnaround treatments. This does meet UDO requirements, and staff would recommend approval of this request.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion, Mr. Lamb, second, Mr. Mulligan. Any discussion on this one? All in favor? Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you. Okay, staff report.
All right, after your long caseload agenda, we'll move on to the staff report there. First thing, I just want to bring your attention at the end of your booklet there is we finished up a draft of your annual report that you're required to give to the elected bodies each year. So we just wanted to give that to you in advance and for you to think about and then take action on at your August work session. And what we're thinking about doing is in October is designated nationally as National Community Planning Month by the American Planning Association. So we're thinking about trying to set up something for the first meeting in October at City Council and County Commissioners for them to issue a resolution or a proclamation. And that would be the perfect time for you all to give them your report here. So we're kind of thinking in terms of that. And as you remember from past years, once you approve it, we put it together in a pretty brochure format to give to the elected folks there.
So you said we would do that at their first meeting?
Yes.
In October?
In October, right. And then we'll have this for you on your agenda in 2 weeks at your work session.
Okay.
Next thing is kind of looking ahead to next month. We had 4 rezoning cases and a text amendment, but as you heard from Aaron, one of those cases is going to get continued in an additional month. So you'll have 3 rezoning cases and a text amendment for your agenda next month. And other thing I want to bring to your attention, I think you got it in your packets, but I think there's copies for you there, is the new development dashboard for the quarter that just ended at the end of June. And as you can see, you know, the permit volume for both residential and non-residential is up on that right side of the scale there. So pretty good volume and balance compared to your 10-year highs and lows and things like that. A little article on how important the historic preservation tax credit has been to a lot of things going on downtown. And of course, on the back side, your map that shows the location of the activity there, including Kernersville. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. And we've also sent that to the media, both regionally and locally, and to the Chamber of Commerce and Winston-Salem Business, so they keep up with that as well. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is that yesterday there was a luncheon to celebrate Arnold and 6 other people's designation in the inaugural 7 over 70 awards, kind of holding up, and Arnold was the baby of the group.
Whoa.
But the oldest one was actually 97 years old.
Yeah.
But, that speaks pretty well to Arnold being included in a group that had such a long list of accomplishments and activities that they're involved in. But I want to pass down this article in here, nice big article about Arnold there with the planning board logo behind him, but just wanted to call that out to everybody. So.
And I actually made copies of that if anyone wants to take it with them.
For signatures,
Autographs.
I got my Sharpie.
And you may want to get on to sign them, you know. That'd be future reference, you know.
So that's it for staff report.
Okay. Anything for the good of the order?
Motion to adjourn?
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? We're
Y'all, your
adjourned.
summer is about over with.
record.